Welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update of what's been happening with the Granada and some other little bits as well from the last video you saw, my little joke video I did. So let's go and see what's been going on. So first of all, the turbo went on the original one, the Rotomaster. So if you didn't recognise that turbo, that's actually off of another build that I was planning on doing. It's actually come off of a Rockstock 2.8 Cologne from the USA. I'll try and put a link up somewhere around on the video, link you to me dismantling it. You'll see that turbo on it. Actually, it's a T4 flange, so it fits quite nicely. So why have I put that substitute turbo on there for the time being? It's because the Rotomaster, the original Rotomaster turbo, decided that it didn't want to spin anymore when I was doing some testing on the vehicle, completely unrelated testing. It just decided it actually didn't want to work anymore. So what had actually happened is it just stopped. So I didn't know why it stopped. So then I was pretty angry. So I sent it off back to where I had it reconditioned, and I told them what was wrong, and they said it was down to starvation of oil, which was a bit strange, but okay. And I put my hands up and I said, right, okay, well, if it's to do with me, it's nothing to do with you. Just tell me how much it is to cost to fix it. But the problem was that when I did send it to them, they'd actually machined the front of the turbo, and on these Janspeed ones they have an aluminium front on them, and they'd machined it without my say-so. So now it wouldn't fit properly. It was kind of like an interference fit, but it wasn't like fully interference, so you could still take it off if you sort of wiggled it out, and it had little grub screws that held it in and held it tight to the front of the turbo. Now I said to him that, you know, I'll fix what damage I've caused, but you know, it's going to be down to you, whoever has to repair the other one. But I have another front cover that can go on the front of the turbo. It just needs to be machined and lengthened and needs to be changed, and they said that's absolutely fine, so they'll do that. And but you know, I hold my hands up, first one's going to be my fault, and I was prepared to pay for that. So you know, they all eventually go back to normal. So that happened. Then what was the other thing that happened? Yes, you're under the car, and yes, you can see a reconditioned starter motor. That's actually the original starter motor that had been reconditioned from a company in London, and yes, that went. So that was number 2 problem that happened. So the starter motor went, and I tried to source another one so then I wouldn't have as much downtime on it, but you know, when it's something this old, you're very, very limited to where you can purchase parts for it. And being 4-wheel drive, you have to have a particular type of starter motor because it doesn't fit. So I had to go and get my original one reconditioned. That took a couple of weeks to come through, and it's not exactly a light car to push, let's put it that way. So now the starter motor's on, it now starts and runs, but I'm still waiting for the turbo to come back, and then I can still carry on with the ECU fitting. I have done a couple of connectors already, I've wired them all up and things like that, so, but I haven't actually done anything to the engine itself. I've just been trying to get the thing to run, and it's just been a bit of a pain. I've kind of fallen out of love with it for the time being, because you know, a couple of things went wrong, and I just thought, if I carry on doing this car, I'm going to hate it. So I had to stop for a little while, and then that's what I've done. There was a few other little bits that happened as well, like there was this little thing that fell down. So that fell down on top of my head. Oh, it's blinding me. And to also top it all off, a customer at work decided to reverse into the car as well. So I've been trying to get some parts for it because I need to replace the pieces that the customer reversed into. And funnily enough, I had to buy an entire car off of eBay to fix it. I have told the said customer that that's what I've had to do, and they weren't very pleased, but It's not exactly like I can walk into a Ford dealership and go and buy the bit that needs to be fixed. So unfortunately, it is what it is. So let's have a look at the other car that I've bought. Oh, actually, before I show you that, something else happened. So you'll be wondering why I'm sitting in front of my Vectra. Well, this piece here is actually missing. And where is it? Oh, right, well, that's right, it fell off. So it's meant to sit, voila, like that. But funnily enough, I was doing some unrelated work on it, and then I leaned on it and it fell off. But it doesn't look like someone's tried gluing it. Well, tell a lie, it looked like someone actually had tried gluing it back on, but not used the right type of glue. So I'm going to scrape that off eventually, and then use some Tiger Seal or something like that and get that glued back on. So there was that. So I had to buy another Granada, as you can see, for a piece of plastic which is attached to one of the other doors. So I've had to do that, and I'm actually having some trouble with the, like I said earlier on, with the guy who hit my car. But hopefully it will get sorted out. So the turbo that you saw on my Granada, what engine was that from? Let me show you. So I'm actually at my garage, and that is what is left of most of the parts out of that American V6 Cologne engine that I got from America. And to add, some of you may forget that one there. See that there? That's the diff that was destined to go on to the Granada as well, and the MK Motorsports fitting kit. Remember that one as well? Well, again, that's all the stuff from that engine that was destined to go into this car. So this is my other car. Yep. My other car. Yes, that's right. It's a Sierra State. So what exactly was the plans with that? Well, let's go and sit in the car and I'll tell you. So I have updated on you everything that I have so far. So I've got the Sierra, the extra Granada, I showed you the engine, showed you the problems with the other Granada, the bit that fell off of the Vectra, and I showed you the diff again. Just giving you a roundabout idea of all the problems that I've been facing. And then unfortunately the pandemic happened, so everything was slowly being pieced together. But unfortunately, everything kind of fell apart when I couldn't get any supplies. A lot of the supplies that I've been using have disappeared, or they're just not opening. I can't even get any pistons at the moment, they're all closed. I can't get the conrods at the moment, according to what I've read, they're closed as well again. And the other idea about ever going over to America just isn't going to happen, so everything's kind of on hold at the moment. I was even considering selling the Sierra and just to try and get some of my money back, and then maybe even use the American Cologne in something else that I've got. I haven't really decided what. Maybe I could put it into the Granada, who knows. Probably not, but just sort of thinking about it. Now, yeah, it is all very, very sad, this particular video, but I'm still plodding along. It's still carrying on, so I'll still continue to do videos because I'm expecting the turbo to come back at any time, and then I can at least make a start on the Black Granada, the Jan Speed Granada, and do some wiring on it, and then hopefully show you what I've been doing. I mean, I've never fitted an ECU like that before, so it's all going to be a big learning curve, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Right, okay, right, well, I've updated you as much as I possibly can. and I may even do an unboxing video of the MK Motorsports diff kit again, maybe, because I was meant to do one before and it never really panned out because there's some bits missing, which was a proper nightmare to get hold of as well. Okay, right, so if you like what you see and like the videos, if you've got any suggestions of how I should do some of these videos, let me know. You know, as I say, I'm not perfect at everything, so I make a lot of mistakes, but I learn from them, I hope. Yeah, keep it tidy, keep yourself messy in the workshop, and enjoy yourself. Keep safe, everybody.